What if the most terrifying monsters in history weren't just stories? The ancient Egyptians lived in a world where gods walked among them, but so did the monsters. Creatures born of chaos, beasts that devoured the souls of the wicked, and serpents large enough to swallow the sun. Forget what you know about mummies. Today, we're uncovering the 7 most terrifying mythical creatures of Egypt. Welcome back to the channel. The world of ancient Egypt was rich with incredible stories, but beneath the tales of powerful pharaohs and benevolent gods lay a dark and dangerous underworld. These are the creatures that populated their nightmares. Let's start with a beast that guarded the ultimate gateway. Emit, the Devourer of Souls. Our first creature is the stuff of eternal nightmares. Emit, the devourer of the dead. Imagine facing your final judgment. Your heart is placed on a scale, weighed against the feather of Ma'at, the goddess of truth. If your heart is heavy with sin, Emit is waiting for you. She wasn't a goddess to be worshipped, she was a demon to be feared. Emit was a terrifying hybrid, with the head of a crocodile, the forequarters of a lion, and the hindquarters of a hippopotamus. These were the 3 largest man-eating animals known to the ancient Egyptians, a literal fusion of their greatest fears. If you failed the test, there was no second chance. Emit would devour your heart, and your soul would be cast into darkness, denied an afterlife, and ceasing to exist forever. She was the ultimate punishment, a symbol of absolute annihilation. Her very presence ensured that Egyptians strived to live a just life. Apep, the serpent of chaos. Next, we face a creature that didn't just threaten mortals, but the gods themselves. Meet Apep, the serpent of chaos. Every single night, as the sun god Ra journeyed through the underworld in his solar bark, he had to face his eternal enemy. Apep was an enormous serpent, sometimes described as being miles long, representing darkness, chaos, and destruction. He wasn't just a monster, he was the antithesis of creation and order. His goal was simple: to swallow Ra's boat and plunge the world into eternal darkness. The Egyptians believed that every sunrise was a victory. The gods on board Ra's boat, like Set and Bastet, fought off Apep night after night. Thunderstorms were thought to be the sound of their battle, and a solar eclipse was the terrifying moment when Apep was close to succeeding. He could never be truly defeated, only repelled, ensuring the cycle of chaos and order would continue forever. The Sphinx, the riddle of the sands. Not all of Egypt's mythical creatures were purely evil. Some were guardians, enigmatic and powerful. The most famous of these is, of course, the Sphinx. With the body of a lion and the head of a human, the Sphinx is a symbol of strength and wisdom. While the Great Sphinx is a statue, the mythological creature it represents was said to be a guardian of sacred places, like temples and tombs. They were often depicted as male in Egypt, representing the pharaoh's power. But the most famous Sphinx story actually comes from the Greeks, who imagined a female Sphinx guarding the city of Thebes, posing a riddle to all travelers. What goes on 4 feet in the morning, 2 feet at noon, and 3 feet in the evening? The answer, of course, was man. While the story is Greek, the imagery is purely Egyptian, showcasing how the powerful symbolism of these mythical creatures of Egypt spread across the ancient world. The Benu Bird, the soul of Ra. From a guardian of stone, we turn to a creature of fire and rebirth. The Benu Bird was a magnificent heron-like bird associated with the sun, creation, and reincarnation. Sound familiar? It should be, because the Benu Bird was the original inspiration for the Greek phoenix. According to legend, the Benu Bird lived for 500 years. At the end of its life, it would build a nest of spices, which would be ignited by the sun's rays. The bird would be consumed in the flames, only to be reborn from the ashes, younger and stronger than before. The cry of the Benu Bird was said to have set creation in motion, and the bird was considered the Ba, or soul of the sun god Ra. Its cycle of death and rebirth mirrored the daily setting and rising of the sun, making it a powerful symbol of hope and new beginnings. The Serpopard, the Mesopotamian hybrid. Now for one of the most bizarre ancient Egyptian monsters, the Serpopard. The name says it all. It's a creature with the body of a leopard and the long serpentine neck of a snake. This creature is one of the oldest in the Egyptian bestiary, appearing on decorated cosmetic palettes from as early as 3100 BC. Their long necks are often shown intertwined, which has led some Egyptologists to believe they represent the unification of Upper and Lower Egypt. Others suggest they symbolize the chaos lurking just outside the borders of the ordered Egyptian kingdom. What makes the Serpopard so fascinating is that it disappears from Egyptian art almost as quickly as it appears. It's a powerful but short-lived symbol, a strange and mysterious beast whose true meaning is still debated by scholars today. The Griffin, the king of beasts and birds. Like the Sphinx, our next creature is a famous hybrid that Egypt helped popularize, the Griffin, with the body, tail, and back legs of a lion, and the head, wings, and talons of an eagle. It was the literal king of all creatures. In Egypt, the griffin was seen as a symbol of divine power and a guardian of treasure and sacred places. Pharaohs would often be depicted as a griffin, trampling their enemies underfoot, showcasing their combined strength and divine vigilance. This powerful creature was not just a monster, but a royal and divine symbol, a protector of the sacred, who embodied the ultimate fusion of earthly and heavenly power. Uraeus, the protector on the crown. Finally, we look at a creature that was both a terrifying monster and divine protector, worn by the pharaohs themselves. The uraeus is the rearing Egyptian cobra, a symbol of sovereignty, royalty, and divine authority. The uraeus represents the goddess Wadjet, the protector of Lower Egypt. It was believed that the cobra would spit fire and venom at any enemy who dared to approach the pharaoh. It was an aggressive, magical protector. But in the underworld, the cobra could also be a monstrous threat. Giant, fire-breathing cobras were said to guard the gates that the soul had to pass through on its journey to the afterlife. So the uraeus was a symbol of duality, a protector of the righteous king in the land of the living, and a monstrous guardian to be overcome in the land of the dead. From the soul-eating Ammit to the chaos serpent Apep and the royal uraeus, the mythical creatures of Egypt were more than just monsters. They were symbols of order, chaos, punishment, and protection, deeply woven into the fabric of their worldview. If you found this journey into ancient Egyptian mythology fascinating, please hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss our next deep dive into ancient lore. And share this video with a friend who loves history. Now for the comment question. Which of these 7 creatures do you find the most terrifying, and why? Let me know your thoughts down below.